Hello, everybody, and welcome to Crav'In Podcast. This is episode 14. I'm your host, Stephen Fiora. Today, I'm here with Drew Kaminsky. How's it going, Drew?
Pretty good. How you doing?
Not too bad, man. So, Drew, you're a demo crew elite member, right?
Yes, sir.
And you've been on the demo crew for a while. You have a pretty decent following that I can see, and it's getting bigger.
Mhm.
And so this podcast, it's meant to get people's story out there and possibly help motivate others in their story, so in their life, because maybe you have been through something that you've had to overcome that they have to deal with now, um, or obstacles that you're overcoming now that they could probably help you with. Anyways, to help motivate others. So, Drew,
Gotcha.
what's your story? Where are you from? You got kids? What's your lifestyle?
All right. So I'm originally from Houston, Texas. Grew up there. Was there till about I was 27. 27, yeah, something like that. Moved up to Arkansas. Been here for about 8, 9 years now. Um, Man, I moved up here because I got in the oil field. When I was down in Houston, Texas, I twisted wrenches for a long time. That's kind of what I've been doing, is fixing cars. Got in the oil field. I forgot what year it was, but oil field, took a tank. Son was just born, so we're talking probably 4 years ago. Son was just born. He got sick. I was working in Oklahoma. I lived in Arkansas. So it was tough. Son got sick. I had to come home, and I wasn't making any money anyway. They were just sending us over there trying to keep us afloat, I guess, really. Um, did that for a little while, and I couldn't do it anymore, and he got sick, and I would come home. Now, it wasn't nothing life-threatening or anything like that, but just the fact that he was sick and in the hospital, and I was in Oklahoma 6.5 hours away. It was just too much for me. Oh man, it's a game for sure, man.
And he was what, a newborn or just super
Yeah,
young?
yeah. He was born in so his birthday was March 30th, so it was a month ago or so, and it was probably June when he had a little thing go on, nothing crazy, but it was killing me being over there and no cell service whenever you're in the oil
The
field, man.
rigs, yeah.
Yeah, man. There'd be days where you didn't talk to nobody, so it's tough times. But
Was he
I
your
mean, it did a
first?
lot. I've got an 11-year-old daughter.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah,
Yeah, it's tough when
but
you have a newborn. You're not there to.
oh yeah, man, kills me.
Yeah.
So, but and then he's my. I say I have two. My daughter's my stepdaughter, but he's my first biological. So, but yeah, man, it was tough times. So I figured it was enough. I wasn't making any money. I was just trying to hang on to something, I guess. So I came back home and got back into twisting wrenches again, man. So um, I've been twisting wrenches on Kia since 2004. So I've been doing that a long time, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, but so that's a little bit of what I got.
Yeah. What are you doing now?
I'm fixing cars now still. I was working for Kia, and then I took a little stint trying to work for GM for about 7, 8 months. It didn't turn out so well for me, so I ended up back at Kia, and that's where I'm working now again. So
And you told me the other day you were running the place pretty much.
I'm a man, and I'm the shop. Yeah, I'm the shop foreman. So
Oh,
uh,
okay.
everything comes to me. I dispatch everything, stuff like that. I'm not really uh, per se the boss, you know what I mean? But they all say that. I'm like, man, we're a team. So I don't work real big on trying to act like I'm, you know, the big man running the show. I say that joking around, but we're a pretty good team. So
No, I got
I,
you.
yeah, I try to instill that in my guys, man. I take the hits just like they do. So
Yeah, that's what makes a good leader, right? Is when you're right
oh
next
yeah.
to them doing the same shit. Yeah.
Oh yeah, man. I take all the bullshit and they take all the good stuff. So
And they still don't get it. They don't get
no, they don't get
part of it.
it. No, they still bitch about me, but that's all right. I'm cool with it, man.
Oh yeah. No, I get it. I
So
get
yeah.
it.
But
So You have kids. How's the COVID thing going for you? The quarantine.
Oh man, the good thing is I'm still at work. My poor will pull her hair out. Both these kids at home, and she's a hairdresser, so she hasn't been able to go to work. So she's got both kids homeschooling. Not sure how we signed up for homeschooling, but it's kind of how it is right now. I guess they've got about a month left, and they'll be done. So and she was in school herself, so she's going to college and raising two kids and trying to homeschool them and homeschool herself. You know what I mean? Right now, so it's been tough, but we're making it through it.
Well, I can't even imagine. I'm dealing with a 7-year-old that I'm the teacher now, and some of those things like what
Yeah,
the hell is going on? Like how they do math now, they have these little squares you got to put shit in, and
yeah,
and I can't even imagine with an 11-year-old. Like,
yeah. Well, I'll tell you this. I'm fortunate. My kids go to a private school, so they don't have that stupid Common Core stuff, man. Because we'd like go ahead and ixnay all that. We'd be right back the way I was raised. You know what I mean? Like, let's keep it simple. We're not doing blocks. she, or sometimes she gets mad at me because I'm like, "Why are you doing it that way?" They're like, "That's the way it teach me." And I'm so, but the good thing is they don't do that much at the school that they're in. So we're fortunate.
jeez.
Go ahead and call me bougie because I got private school kids.
Bougie.
Yeah.
Oh god. So were you you said you're from Texas? Where you living now? You're still in Texas?
No, I'm in Cabot, Arkansas, is where I live now.
Oh, okay. What got
Yeah,
you
I'm
there?
probably. Well, and that's where I had a buddy of mine that was in the oil field, and was like, "Man, come on, we're gonna get you in, and you're gonna make all kinds of money." Well, the first couple years after that was decent, but it was a good time, man. I'll tell you what, the one thing about that I enjoyed about oil field is there were some hard working dudes, man. Like I've never turning wrenches is not that. I mean, granted, there's times where it's labor intense, but when we were working, man, it was pretty labor intense. Now, fortunately, we had a lot of downtime too, but man, we go slinging a sledgehammer for. There was a time, one rig up. I remember we were rigging up, and it took us like 12 hours slinging a hammer and carrying 2-inch iron and sweating and hard hat and man, it was just everything. Gloves, hard hats, safety glasses, FRs, up to your neck, boots, steel toe boots, and it's August. It's hot as it gets, man, and they don't want you taking your FRs down and all that just in case there's a fire or whatnot. But I'm telling you, there's some hardworking dudes out there, man, and it's crazy. I learned a lot from of that dedication, to keep going no matter what. Even if you think you're tired, you're not tired. So, but
So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're tired. You're still gonna fucking work. So
so that's how I got there. Yeah, no. Well, I mean, if even if you're tired, we got to open this well up at 8 o'clock in the morning. So like, you're gonna have to like suck it up and get it done, regardless of whether you're tired or not. You better find some kind of energy somewhere.
yeah.
So
Huh. Well, that's pretty good, and that's pretty
yeah,
much what it comes down to, making you the hardworking motherfucker you are today. I mean,
yeah,
working the rigs.
yeah, yeah. It's crazy, man. Good times though, man. We had a lot of good times out there. A lot of good dudes, man. A lot of talented people too. It's so crazy how many people I met out there, man. Like, uh, if you follow me, man, I'm a huge uh, I push my boy Heath Sanders, a super talented musician, and there's a lot of guys out there, man, that can play. Another guy named Anthony that can shred a guitar, man, and it's just so crazy how much talent's out there, how hard those guys work, and then they set aside time to master their craft, and it's a lot of motivation. Just those guys right there are so cool, man. Like it's crazy to me.
Yeah, I mean, small world for sure. It's pretty
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
So, what got you into like working out? I mean, you're a pretty massive dude. Looks like you've been doing it for a while. You have all the experience.
Man, I've been working out a long time. When I was in high school, I played football. Of course, had an injury that put me down. So I kind of worked out for a long time. Had an injury, put me down for a long time, for a couple of years or whatever. Didn't get to play senior year and all that. But so I kind of I've worked out all my life, and then when I was in the oil fields, I was working out. And, I was working, I had to take a job as a service advisor where, whenever customer comes in, they talk to a guy that takes all the information for uh, your vehicle whenever it's a job. And I really got to the point where I was like, man, I'm like, what boils down to, so here's what I'll say. My dad passed away when I was when he was 36 years old. I was 10 at the time. And I was probably 25, 26 years old. So I'm thinking, I got, it's always in the back of your mind, man, I got 10 years. I'm going to end up dead, my dad died at 36. Why wouldn't I not make it, And
Yeah.
I decided that I was going to really buckle down and like start. Obviously then I thought I knew what I was doing. I was eating Chick-fil-A salads and, trying to cut weight. And I'm like, I'm such a fat ass. And then I'm going home and, drinking as much as I could every night and, doing all the extracurricular activities, you know what I mean? So just partying as much as I was young. So, and then I'd work all day and then I'd go to the gym for about an hour after work, and my goal was to get like a 7-minute mile, and I'm in the 11s, because I'm a fat shit at the time. I hadn't worked out, and man, it's just been a way of life for a long time, and I've just finally recently really got in tune with my body, which is crazy. Like you'd think I've been working out for so long, I'd know what was going on and what to do, and really, I just thought I did. And so that's kind of where that went, but yeah, I'm not a runner now, by the way. I'm not trying to get a 7-minute mile for sure. As Tony says, us big guys, the gravitational pull is not real good on us.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah. So the only time you're gonna see me run is if I'm running away from something. I might get pretty quick at that time.
Yeah, no, I've been running for a little while and it doesn't get easy. And you think, oh, I'm going to keep doing this and it'll get easier. Nope, not for big guys. Not for hefty fellas.
No, and no. And what's crazy is like you think as long as I've been working out, like the weights will get easier too. No, it don't get easier. Never.
It's harder. You start hurting body parts and shit, and you just kind of
yeah. I don't know how old you are, but at 36, the joints are not what they used to be for sure.
Oh man, it's rough.
Yeah.
So
like,
yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, you're good. I didn't have anything there. I'm just rambling.
All right. So where did you meet Action Sledge? Like, when did you get into Action Sledge?
So I got a buddy of mine that works out at the gym with me, and he had said something about Seth Feroce, man, and I started watching his videos, and that's kind of where I came across it. So a while back when I was in the oil field and I had extra cash, I had tried to open up a supplement company, an internet-based supplement company. I'll tell you what, it's a pretty hard gig to try to compete with those online people, unless you have something that's better than everybody else, kind of like how Action Sledge is. You're trying to push these cookie cutter pre-workouts and proteins that you can get online for you could have got them online for the same price I was buying them. So they got free shipping and stuff like that. So anyways, I kind of been in the supplement industry for a while. I did a lot of changing up, for a long time. For pre-workout, I'd take one pre-workout one week, and then the next week I would take a different pre-workout, just trying to get my body thinking that I was confusing it. You know what I mean? It was different stimulants or whatever. And then I started listening to Seth Feroce a little bit, and I seen that he had a supplement line, and I'm like, man, I'm gonna check this out because I like this dude. It's his supplement line. I'm all about supporter of local businesses, man. If my guy here that I I'm friends with, his supplement store had Action Sledge. I'd probably buy them from him just because I'm all about that, man. I try to support local music. I try to do all that. But anyway, that's how I kind of came across it, watching that and, the pump cover thing, man. I've been wearing a hoodie in the gym forever, thinking that's going to make me sweat more and I'm going to lose more weight or whatever, you know what I mean? Confusing myself, I guess.
It's a big guy mentality. I have a sweatshirt on it for my warm-ups every day.
Yeah. Me, whatever. Yeah. Right. Exactly. So that is either that or to hide myself so nobody can see how fat I really was. You know what I mean? Like, they're looking at me all funny. Why is this dude wearing a hoodie all the time? You know what I mean? I'm like, look, man, this is my comfort zone. I got the strings pulled tight so you can't see my face, But yeah, so that's how I run in that. I started watching that. I think it was Steroids Live and Sex or something like that. Man, the fact that how real he was, just talking about everything, man, it really hit home because I was a big Rich Piana supporter up until he passed. Obviously, R.I.P. Rich, but and I liked Rich because he was so real, man. Like he just come out and said it, man. Like everybody thinks that they can go put this in their body and they don't have to do anything else and they're just going to get jacked and shredded, you know what I mean? And it's like those dudes still work their ass off no matter what they do. Like they're eating 6 to 8 times a day, like they're doing everything the way they're supposed to.
Still got to do the work. Yeah.
Yeah. Like everybody thinks that there's some kind of, easy
Miracle
pill
juice
that they're going to take. Yeah. Here, take this. You know what I mean? Like, no, that's not how this works, man. Like, you still gotta go out there and bust your ass. I wish it was that simple, but unfortunately,
if only.
not.
Yeah.
Captain if America, only everybody would look like that, So, but yeah, man, that's where I got caught up with that, man. And his supplements. What's crazy to me? So, like, I was switching every week because I felt like I would get a tolerance to everything, And I've been taking. Man, it's been a while since I've switched from Action Sledge, and I don't from the same as day one. You know what I mean? Like I don't even have to up the dosages. I actually like cut it in half with. Well, I went from doing. I did a lot of ignition switch. I normally do 2 scoops, and then they came out with the 7th gear, and then I take it about half a scoop of 7th gear, but I can take just 1 scoop of ignition switch and a scoop of hydraulic, and I still feel, the effects of the pre-workout. So I think that's probably what's really drives me to them is that they actually, they actually work.
Yeah.
So
it's consistency. That's what we want.
Yeah. Consistency. Exactly, man. I'm all about that, man. So, and they don't taste like shit either. And they make.
Yeah, no, there's not any bad flavors. I was worried about Swamp Beast, but I mean, it tastes pretty good.
Yeah, that dude. I don't think he's not going to let anything taste like shit and let it go.
No,
so.
Yeah.
But
that's when you got to Action Sledge. What about the demo crew?
The demo crew, man. Man, I just seen it come out. It just come out, and I was like, "There's no way that these guys are going to accept me." I'm not saying I'm just a dad with 2 kids that goes to work every day. You know what I mean? I'm like, but whatever. Who cares? Let's give it a shot. See what happens. I like these guys. I like promoting their stuff. Heck, I was doing it before people about it. Hey man, you should try this out. People come up to me and ask me about pre-workouts and stuff like that in the gym, and I'm like, you got to get on this shit, man, because it's legit. So it really kind of came easy for me to switch over to the demo crew, but I put in an application and I'm reading the application and I'm like, these guys are going to look at me and laugh, man, whatever. They don't, I don't even, you know what I mean? I'm not jacked and shredded or anything like that. I mean, at least I don't feel that way myself. You know what I mean? Like it's just, I'm my hardest critic, obviously. So, but yeah, I put in an application and I got an email back and got accepted. And I was like, this is insane. Like, okay, well, I guess we'll go from here and see how this goes. You know what I mean? So,
yeah.
And here we are today.
Yeah, you're elite. What, it's been like a month now or what?
Something like that, man. I ain't been counting the days. This COVID thing's got everything fucked up. So,
Yeah, losing track of time.
oh man, I don't even know what day of the week it is. I know me and Tony been talking about it. Like it doesn't. Do we even have to count the days? I can just start drinking. But yeah, so this COVID thing's got it all messed up.
That's crazy. So, what kind of workout routines you got going? You said you're 36.
Man, I do I do what they call a bro split. You know what I mean? I'm not a bit. I've tried the push pull thing, and it's so with the push pull thing. I feel like it's only like a 3 or 4 day workout for the week. I go 6 days a week. There for a long time, I was going 7, which I was burning myself out. But and I split it up. You know, chest, tries. You know, the old, typical bro split where you're chest tries, back buys. I train legs twice a week. You know, stuff like that. But it's 6 days a week for sure. And I'll tell you the reason why I do that, because just like I got the issue going on right now, I'm a big routine guy. So I've got to get up every day. For me to get to the gym, I've got to be awake at 5:15 in the morning. Wake up at 5:15, go to the gym, get me an hour and 20 minutes in the gym. Got to be to work by 8. So this COVID thing's got me messed up. I'm working out in a garage gym right now. I'm getting maybe 3 days a week. So maybe 4, just depends, because I'll roll over and I'm like, oh man, I got plenty of time. Just hit the snooze again. It completely ruined my whole routine, man. So.
Well, I was just talking to the wife on my end, because I have a garage gym, but I went to the gym because I don't have. I mean, I have a decent garage gym, I guess, just for me. But it doesn't have the machines. I can't isolate certain parts. It's not like a gym. It doesn't even have it doesn't have the there that. I mean, just so I went to the gym and then it closed down, and now I have the garage gym, and I'm like, fuck, man. I told her last night you know what sucks is it's nice having a garage gym, but it gives me the option to lay in bed. Like,
oh yeah.
Before, I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to get in the car.
Right.
I'm going to get in the car. I'm going to drive to the gym. Oh, hold on. Dogs are
145. 145.
Yeah, so I'll get in the car and start driving to the gym, and that's like,
what was that now?
That's like when I'm in the car, don't have a choice. It's like I'm already fucking committed. You know what I mean?
Right.
Go and
yeah, most definitely. Well, and my thing was when I get in the car and I'm ready to go. You know, I'm starting to drink my pre-workout on the way, so it's a good 15, 20 minutes to the gym. By the time I get there, I'm ready to go. You know, here I wake up, it's 5:45, and I get out to the gym, and I'm like, man, my pre-workout's not kicked in yet. I'm not ready to go. And then about 6:20, it's finally, I'm finally going, and I got to stop by 7 to take a shower. So it's just really got everything jacked up. And then, like, I've got a half rack. It's not like I've got a big old setup. No, that's not an excuse. Obviously, like, can do plenty of movements with it. And I'm fortunate to have that. It's just, man, and it's not just that too. It's the atmosphere. It's everything, man. I get there, I got my hoodie on, I got my headphones in, and I'm plugged in, you know what I mean? Like, ready to go. So here it's kind of just relax, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, well, you get that routine though. You get that routine, and I mean, we just had to switch it. Everybody had to switch it just all of a sudden.
Oh yeah. So I feel terrible for the people that don't have nothing. Like, I don't even know how they're getting by. Like, I'd go completely insane if I couldn't do anything.
Oh yeah. If I did push-ups every day and sit-ups every day.
Yeah.
That would be rough. So,
oh yeah, definitely rough.
Well, I mean, it's kind of nice to see though. You have those guys that didn't have anything.
Yeah.
Or like when this first started, and now they found a buddy with the garage gym, and now they're in there.
Oh yeah.
Doing the garage gym things. Like, man, so it's like they're motivating each other to do it and get out there. And the guys with nothing, they're still, doing.
Still
100 push-ups, 200 push-ups a day, and
Yeah.
Man. Still,
You're like, man, what? I'm over here bitching about it. And this guy ain't got nothing, and he's killing it. You know what I mean? Makes me feel like a spoiled kid or something.
yeah.
So
I'm bitching about going to my garage gym where I have fucking weights and a squat rack and all that shit. And these guys have
right,
nothing. They're
this
not
guy's over
bitching at
here
all.
fucking curling laundry soap. Yeah, curling laundry soap and shit.
Oh,
And I'm bitching about my half rack. So
yeah. Well, I'm gonna stop bitching about it now.
no, you're good. Right? We'll just quit. We'll just cut that out. Right?
We're just gonna cut that out.
Yeah.
So, Drew, what does it mean to be demo crew to you?
Man, really, I think I feel like I got to really. That's what it is. You know, I'm not an entitled guy or anything. So like, I just feel like I got a group of people that I could turn to if I really needed something, and they got my back no matter what. You know, I didn't know it was going to be like that when I got in. You know, I just thought they're going to give you a discount code or whatever. So I was really, I'm really surprised about the. I mean, it's we say it all the time. It's like a family. It's crazy. You know, like if you're ever looking for something, you can find it on there, and somebody's gonna, you know, someone gonna trash you all the time, you know. So hell, like regular Facebook, I'm like, man, I don't even want to look at that Facebook, regular Facebook, because there's somebody trashing somebody everywhere. You know what I mean? I just hop over to demo crew, and I'm like, hell yeah, this is what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So
No, it's a good. It's nice. It's like we all have the same mindset. You know what I mean?
right,
We're all
yeah,
at the same
definitely,
place, same mindset, and you see every now and then someone post on there, hey, I have this problem, I need some help, and you have like fucking 30, 40, 50 people just jumping right on it. You know what I mean?
it's crazy.
I mean, like you said, though, it's like we always say, we always preach it. It's like a family. It's not just a ambassador team. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So yeah,
yeah, most definitely, because
I mean, and you're meeting like really cool people. You know what I mean? Like
oh, dude,
everybody
seriously,
that I did a podcast with, like I still have contact with. We're still bullshitting. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Even people that I haven't done a podcast with, I've got personal messages saying, "Hey, thanks for doing this. You motivated me," or "Hey, what supplements do you take? Because I do this and it's not working for me, and you have the same body type." But all those people that are from the demo crew,
yeah.
I mean, I still keep in contact with them. Every now and then they'll message me, "Hey, how's it going? How you been?" And then we'll bullshit for like hours.
Heck yeah, man. I love it. I mean, and you know, it's crazy how many people we have met, because I probably would have never met any of these guys without this, you know. So,
Yeah.
but
Yeah. So we have a couple questions on here from the Action Sledge page on Facebook
yeah,
and the demo crew page.
okay,
So I'd like to go through a couple of those with you.
yeah.
Let me give you one second.
Oh, you're good.
There we go. All right, so this is the so we're gonna do the Action Sledge page first, and then we're gonna search the hell out of the demo crew page because you know how many people post on that.
Oh yeah.
The other one.
But that's all right. It'll be fine.
So let's see. Basically, I just asked for questions from the guys on the Action Sledge page. First one, Carly Jones. She's actually the demo crew leader, I like to say.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, she's in charge of the demo crew on Action Sledge. Good one. All right. So, favorite cheat meal in detail. What made you start Action Sledge supplements? Go.
Is it she? She said what? Oh, okay. I think we kind of covered that. What made me start the Action Sledge supplements?
Yeah,
So,
I think we covered that one. But what's your favorite
but
cheat meal in detail?
but cheat meal, man. I hate to be cliche, but I'm a huge pizza guy, man. I will crush some pizza. The bad part about pizza is, you know, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna eat 3 pieces, and then I'm like 4 or 5 in. You know what I mean? I'm
Yeah.
like crushing the pizza. So I'm a big meat lovers guy, man. Meat lovers pizza. I don't know if I have like a absolute favorite place to get it from. I mean, the only place that delivers to me is the Marco's Pizza. So, we crush Marco's Pizza like probably once every cheat day. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
and then also, so I'll have that pizza, and it's when we say cheat meal, it's the way I work it is like in the morning I'll eat like some my eggs or whatever, and then probably like 3 or 4 o'clock we'll eat pizza, and then I'm crushing some my cookie dealer cookies with ice cream for sure. Dean's got me fucking warped, man.
Dude,
So
his cheat meals he puts on there, fuck, man. Yeah,
yeah, it
stop.
reminds me of the fucking Rock with his 72 pancakes and waffles and shit.
Oh, I know.
So
Talk about a high carb
but
day. That's fucking nuts.
yeah, bastards. If I couldn't eat all that, I got Dean's throwing a whole cookie in. I'm doing half a cookie and a couple scoops. You know what I mean? So I hadn't made it to Dean's level yet. I'm working my way up.
Well, you know that the pancakes that he's making now, there's like a stack of 10 pancakes on there with some cookies on top, and
Yeah.
like,
I don't know about the pancakes. I don't know if I've ever seen him eat them. I see him make them, but I think he probably gives those to his kids, man.
yeah, no, I can see that. That's a lot of pancakes for one dude, even if you're Dean.
He's just fooling us with that. Yeah.
All right, so next one. Kristen Lopez. Question: how does it make you feel when you see so many demo crew members and very little activity or active in group? It's a little worded weird.
Yeah, that's all right. I think I get what he's saying.
Yeah, what do you think you can do to get more support from the
I mean,
active?
I think he's probably talking how there's like, I think what he's talking about is I think there's about 1,500 members in there, and there's a lot of times where you'll put something up and you get 10 or 15 likes. It all, man, the weird thing with social media is the algorithms got everything messed up. So like, if you don't necessarily go straight to the demo crew page and you're just scrolling your normal Facebook feed, you're not going to see much. So those 1,500 people, if they don't go to the demo crew page enough, it's not going to populate in their normal news feed. So I think a lot of people that are in the demo crew probably don't see that there's activity there unless they go there. And then once you go there, if you don't change it to where it's recent posts and just the top posts, man, you're going to see a lot of the same people over and over again. So I think that it's a lot of the algorithm and kind of the way Facebook's set up. So it kind of keeps people not as active. And then on top of that, a lot of the times they may be active, but you don't see it because it's not a top post.
Yeah.
I definitely would like to see some more activity in there for sure. And I think too, a lot of that, a lot of people are nervous about posting. I wasn't like, oh my God, I'm going to run and post something, on the page, just because most pages on Facebook, man, are going to bash you. And if so like that keeps you hesitant to everything else. Like, when I first started this, there's plenty of times I'm like, man, I better not post that. Somebody's going to say something stupid. And I don't necessarily care. I'm going to come back with something and probably piss them off. That's probably not the way to do it, but because I'm all about finding a troll and fixing that. But and obviously try to turn it to positivity after that, not just beat them up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think that there's a lot of factors there, and I'd like to see some more activity on there. And you also got to look at it's such a small crowd. If it's 1,500, you're obviously going to see a lot more in Accent Sleds because there's 25,000 people in that page. So I think that's a lot of what's going on with that.
Yeah, and I mean, I'd like to add on that too. Just there's like 1,500 in demo crew page, but you only have there's probably a solid 15 that actually post and regularly post, and you see them on the Action Sledge page answering questions and helping out with supplemental questions, or on Instagram or on the demo crew page. If they're reading those posts, we're like a family. You know what I mean? And it's nice. There's 1,500 family members out there, and you only have 15 that are actually, active.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't a social media guy at all, and I just started. Like I said, fuck it. One day I was like, fuck it, I'm just going to do it because that's how you're going to learn. And now, I mean, I'm not saying I'm the best or anything, but I'm getting better. So
I think you're doing a pretty damn good job there, buddy.
I appreciate you. All right, so go to the next one here. BJ Kennedy. All right. What do you do for recovery? Which do you enjoy most? Ice bath, hot tub, or ice bath, hot tub, loads of simple carbs, active rest, cannabis, whiskey. Question is for both of you. Thanks for the badassery. Nice.
I think anybody that follows me knows what my recovery is.
Talking about your Crown Royal, or
Yeah, I should probably be an ambassador for Crown Royal. I might sell a little more.
I agree with that. Yeah.
So maybe I'll start hashtagging Crown Royal from now on.
Yeah, just listen to what Dean said. Just hashtag the shit out of them, and eventually they're gonna be like, "Okay, we hear you."
They're either gonna tell you to quit or they're gonna tell you to come on.
Yeah.
That's kind of like with a job. You just got to bug the shit out of them until they either say yes or no.
Yep, that's pretty much it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Well, for me, honestly,
but yeah, that's I mean, that's my. I don't know.
What's your recovery though? Like, what's
right? That's what I was gonna say. I don't. Man, really just rest. I'm not a. To be honest, like just yesterday, we went and canoed. So it's more of like an active rest day. You know what I mean? So we went and canoed a 3.5 hour trip. And, I got my kids and my old lady in the canoe with me. So it's not and the Arkansas rivers, man, you drag a lot. So it's not so much just you ride along, you got to paddle your way through. So I'm more of an active rest guy. I'm just always go, 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 to be honest with you. That's probably my growing up in Houston mentality. Everything's 24/7 down there, man. And it's just a constant go, go, go. So.
No, I gotcha. Yeah, for me, for recovery, the grind. I mean, I don't even have to say that because everybody knows. But for me, like either a hot tub or like you shower after the gym. I just like to sit in there, like back days for sure. Like I just sit in there, let the fucking hot water just hit my back, and I just sit there like relieving. It's like, oh, amazing.
Hell yeah.
But rest day for me, I mean, I'm kind of like an outside. I do the house chores when I'm on my rest day, when I'm not going to do the gym, or if I'm, not at work. But yeah, I mean, for recovery, I'd sit in a hot tub, like 100%. Cannabis, haven't smoked in a long, long time, but I mean, I'm getting older, so if my job didn't, drug test or whatever,
right.
then I don't know, maybe I'd do it before bed or something to get better
right.
sleep,
Yeah.
Whiskey.
I
Right
can't
now,
say I necessarily wouldn't partake. It's just, yeah.
Yeah.
Whiskey, right? Whiskey, what was that, go ahead?
Oh, whiskey. I mean, I've been trying different whiskeys out. Right now I'm on Jack. I've been doing the little different flavors of Jack just to try them out. Like they have a sweet apple one, they have a caramel.
Okay.
Yeah. So, BJ Kennedy, appreciate it. Thanks for the question. And
right.
We'll try to keep that badassery up.
Yeah, we'll do our best. I don't know how badass I am, but.
Now Tony Davis, the favorite Demo Crew Elite member, right?
There you go. Yes. Definitely the favorite.
He's the golden child, Tony.
Fucking golden child. Here comes Tony.
Oh, here comes Tony with his broken arm.
Fucking Tony. You heard?
Y'all heard. All right. So, favorite type of Crown Royal? You heard.
I'm just a regular old plain old Crown Royal guy. I'll partake in some Crown Apple. I've seen him drinking some vanilla Crown. I like that. It kind of tastes like a flat vanilla Coke. So, I guess you could go with all of them. But I normally just buy the regular old Crown Royal. So
Do you put it with anything or just like on the rocks?
I drink it with a Coke Zero. It cancels all the calories out.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what
It makes it calorieless. So it's all zero. Once you put the Coke Zero in there, the Crown whiskey goes to 0 calories, and it's healthy at that point.
Yeah. I mean, it's like drinking the grind. Why not?
Yeah, duh.
All right, Martin, what's your favorite workout and why? What keeps you motivated to keep going in hard times? I'm assuming coronavirus.
Yeah. So, yeah, probably. This is definitely the hardest times that we've dealt with in our lifetime.
Oh,
I mean, I didn't ever think this was going to happen. So this is insane to me. Not saying it's not real, but I couldn't believe that we're completely shut down. We're not necessarily completely shut down here in Arkansas. We never like completely shut down, but just everything being closed and all that, it's trying times for sure. Um, Favorite workout, man, to be honest with you, is probably going to be shoulders, and that's because they look badass whenever you're working them out. You got scuba hydraulic and scuba demo day, it looks like you're a bust, you know what I mean? So, and you take a picture in the mirror and you're like, yeah, man, I look like a badass. And then 10 minutes, 20 minutes after you leave the gym, you're like, where did my pump go? My shoulders are gone, you know what I mean? So that's probably, because it's visible, that's probably my favorite workout is going to be shoulders, and then the trying times thing, man, talking about how to stay motivated. I think a lot of it comes from, you've heard Dean talk about this too, is discipline, man. It's not so much motivation. I don't necessarily see it as motivation. The way I see it is I, I have decided why I go to the gym. It's more of a why question for me. So my reasoning for going to the gym was I wanted to be harder to kill, man. I'm 36 years old, whether it's outrun something, outlive something, or whatever. You know what I mean? That's my or just to have cardiovascular health, so I can prolong my life, even if it's there's experts out there that say that it's not so much going to prolong it, but I feel like it's a step in the right direction by eating right and actually working out and losing all the weight and all that. So my motivation comes from that. I want to be harder to kill to be able to, live my life with my family and watch my kids grow old. You know what I mean? So that's near and dear to my heart because I lost my dad at such a young age. So I don't want my kids to have to go through that. If I can prevent it, obviously, if there's other things in store for me, then unfortunately there's nothing I can do about it. But I think that all that stuff, if you can figure out why you're doing something, the motivation comes from that, or the discipline comes from that. You're like, okay, well, I want to be harder to kill because of this. This is the reason why I want to go to the gym. This is the reason why I want to be, in shape. So I think that really is what helps me with motivation and discipline and all the things. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I agree 100%. All right, from the Snack King, Dean Perone. Favorite Action Sledge product and why?
Favorite Action Sledge products, probably GDA, so I can eat all the carbs. Just like Dean. No, I'm a big hydraulic guy, man. I just love the pump. So it just stupid pump, man. Like there's some times where I'm like, man, my skin's gonna tear. The pumps are so heavy. So I love hydraulic. So that would probably be my favorite. But I'd say GDA is a good second.
Yeah, no, I'm the same with that one. Hydraulic. If I had nothing else, no other supplement other than hydraulic, I'd still have a solid workout every time. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah. So I agree. Let's see. Dante says, "What new pair of Nike shoes should I get?"
What new pair of Nike shoes? Well, I guess that depends on if he's talking about to go out or to actually powerlift like he does. I think if he's powerlifting, he probably needs some Metcons, from what I know, but or some squat shoes. But if he's going out, he's definitely go with Air Force Ones, man, to keep that gangster up.
Got to keep the gangster up.
Yeah, man.
Oh gosh, how many Nikes do you have? That's a question for me.
How many Nikes do I have? I got a man. I'm a thug right now. No, I probably only got 3 or 4 pairs, man. I've got more Vans than anything. I work out in Vans, and then I've got like 5 or 6 pair of Hey Dudes. So I used to work out in I have some Air Force Ones that I worked out in for a long time, following Jay Cutler and Rich Piana. The high tops always make your calves look bigger, so I'm all in on anything that can help me out. Now I work out in flat Vans, so I kind of ditched the thug life, I guess.
So what's the first thing you're going to do when the quarantine's over?
Man, first thing when I do, well, first of all, I'm going to the gym. But like obviously something outside of that, man. I'm pretty fortunate. We haven't been. And obviously the restaurants are shut down, but we've still been hiking and going canoeing and stuff like that, and we really enjoy doing that. So, but if we're talking about the stuff that's shut down, it's probably just going to be sitting down and eating some sushi somewhere, killing some sushi. So, the good thing is my old lady's a hairdresser, so I don't got to worry about running to the barber shop to get a haircut. So.
Yeah, it looks like you're growing it out.
Oh yeah. Well, it's about time to get a haircut again, so it's going to trim up a little bit. I like it about this length and a little bit shorter, man. I can't. Cody's beard is fierce, man. I can't keep up with that dude. That dude's got the ZZ Top going for sure, man.
Oh yeah, you see his videos, and when he looks up, it just like points.
Yeah, you're like, what? The dude's all beard. No. No, Cody's beard's pretty dope.
Oh yeah, I feel like he takes care of it a lot. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Fucking Cody.
Fucking Cody. We named him what did we name him today? I think we named him the Aquatic King. He sent us because he installs pools or whatever.
Yeah.
He sent us a picture where his old lady had put some Snapchat filter or whatever, like the Tiger King on his on him or whatnot. He's wearing a cowboy hat. So we dubbed him the Aquatic King.
Oh my god. Yeah, he actually built a pretty decent little area there.
Oh yeah.
So John says kicks.
Kicks.
I'm assuming he means shoes. I think we just covered that though.
Yeah. We went over that a little bit. I'm definitely a Vans guy.
New Balance. I'm on New Balance.
Yeah. Well, I guess it depends on what we're talking about here.
Yeah.
Vans for the gym, Hey Dudes for anything else.
No, I'm all New Balance. So I went to a police academy in like 2012 or 2013. And that's when I was a fat kid. And actually that's what motivated me to get into the gym again. Like I worked out in high school, but I let myself go because I worked graveyard for like 7 years, and that kind of takes a toll on you. But went to a police academy, right. And then I found out that what's it called, like shin splints when you can't run it. Yeah. So and it was painful, so I ended up going to this place called Fleet Feet, and they measure your feet and see how you run, and they'll like mold the shoe to your feet. Run. Yeah. So I did that, and then I never had an issue with running again. I'm not a big runner. It's just either fat guy trying to run with shims. It's not pretty.
I understand.
Corrected my problem.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
So since then, it was New Balance shoes that they put the soles in, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna stick with that, and that's what I've been with.
Stick with what works.
Yeah. Let's see where we at. Okay, so last one on this page. Justin, how much would you shave your beard for Money Talks?
Out of the question, man. Out of the question. So I've got a picture where I was in the oil field and I worked at H2S pad. If anybody knows what H2S is, it's a poison gas. And me and a guy from Arkansas were the two guys with the biggest beards, and they sent us over there to this pad, and we had to shave it. Man, I almost quit my job that day. So I've been, I've been growing a beard since I was 18. I didn't really get in this hipster fad. I mean, it's a little bit longer than it used to be, but a lot of these guys are growing beards now just because it's cool or whatnot. But I grow a beard because I don't have a chin. It's like minute, so I gotta. And then now that's my original chin, and then underneath there's about 72 that I hide with the beard. So that's why I've decided to make it a little bit longer. Than the longer it gets, is the more chins I got underneath there. Is really what's going on. So.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, you're doing a damn good job at hiding those.
So yeah, sorry, Justin, I'm out. There's no amount of money. I did it once. My old lady told me to go back to work until it grows back.
Oh god. All right, so those are the Axe and Sledge questions. Let's try to find them on the demo crew. Wish me luck. You know what? I'm just gonna do this. Let's see.
I'll say it's either that or you can, search them.
There we go. 10.
Oh,
this is new. There we go.
I've never done it on a PC, so.
Yeah, it's interesting, ain't it?
Yeah, for sure.
All right, so Tony Davis again.
Oh, he was making a comment on a hashtag I had on there, but we won't get into that. It's gone.
Oh, you erased it?
Yeah, I took it down.
Oh man, that was pretty good.
Yeah, there's a backstory to that, but I'll tell you another time.
Oh, okay. Oh shit.
You're good.
There it is.
It was a pretty good hashtag.
Yeah, I agree.
So
it looks like we got 2 more here. Hold on. God dang it. I just loved it.
It's all good. We can deal with that. I like the loves, man. It makes me feel loved.
Oh yeah, a little heart floating there. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, man. Touching my heart there. Pulling on my heartstrings again.
Here we go. Cody Defoe with About the Beard. I want to know when you decided life was better as a bearded fella. There you go.
Well, I think we just went over that talking about how I got 37 chins underneath there. So that's why, as the older I've gotten, the longer it's got. So.
Oh god.
Yeah.
I don't know. Cody Defoe. He has the beard. You're there though.
Oh, for sure. I mean, when they put me in the group with them, I'm like, fucking jerk. Come on, man. Normally people are talking about my beard. You douchebag. Steal my thunder.
I'm supposed to be the bearded guy. Fuck.
Yeah, what the hell, Cody?
Fucking Cody.
And he's got a cool job. He builds cool-ass pools.
Cody.
Gosh. Yeah.
Just has to one-up you and everything. Fucking guy.
Yeah, we love you, Cody.
All right, so John Wilson, another Demo Crew Elite. Actually, all these guys are Demo Crew Elite that I posted on here. How did you find out about Axe and Sledge? We covered that.
Yeah.
Sorry, John, you're a little late.
Yeah, that's all right. We still love John too. He's probably Mr. Elite is what I'd call him for sure. I think he's got every.
He's Mr. Social Media.
Yeah, I think he's got every AAR shirt they ever made.
Yeah, he has the most. I don't think there's anybody with. I don't even think AAR has. All American Roughneck has more shirts than John.
Right. Seth is probably jealous of some of the shirts John still has.
And oh wow, that was our first shirt that we ever made. How did he get that?
Yeah, Bob's like, hell yeah, I designed the shit out of that shirt.
He got the pink one from
Yeah.
2010 when we first started. All right, so Billy, what got you interested in AAR, the clothing design story behind the shirts, or just the fact that Seth Frosey's clothing brand? And what made you come up with the nickname GQ?
We'll get into the GQ thing here in just a second. But the clothing line, man, I just like we talked about in the beginning, I'm a big supporter of, if I like something, I'm going to support it whether I can or not. You know what I mean? I'm that guy. I'm pretty loyal, no matter what. But also, I mean, have they dropped anything that wasn't good? Let's be honest. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
no.
and it's not like it's super pricey. I mean, $20 to $23 for a t-shirt. I mean, you're gonna pay that wherever you go. You know what I mean? So, and hell, I think there for a while I was buying them fancy shirts from the Buckle of the Society shirts. They're like, $35 a t-shirt. So I'm actually saving myself a little bit of money.
These are not
And then
these are the new fancy shirts, right?
there you go. Yeah, this is my getting out gear. That's why I don't cut any of the sleeves on any of them, man. This is my fancy clothes, man. I can't cut the sleeves on it and go out to dinner with a sleeveless shirt. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was
So,
surprised that people. I mean, I'm not surprised that people are doing it, but like, I buy these shirts, and my wife's like, "Wear that one to go out with." It's like, "Oh, that's my workout shirt." She's like, "But it's nice." I'm like, "Oh, okay."
right, yeah, for sure. But Tony's got it figured out. He just buys two of everything. He cuts one and keeps the other one.
Yeah, you'll cut little stick figures in them and shit. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, yeah. The stick figure one's pretty crazy.
Fucking Tony.
Yeah, he cut the sleeve on one the other day or yesterday. That might be too soon. Poor guy. Can you believe? Hold on, I want to go over this. Can you believe that we're texting this guy? He sends us a picture. He's in the hospital or whatever, and this dude's like 2 days. He's telling us that he had a chainsaw issue and it came back, cut his bicep, and he's like, "Don't worry, I'll be training legs in 2 days." Like, what kind of who who says that besides us? You know what I mean? Like,
I know. You know what? No, it's fine. It's just a scratch. By the way, the wrap makes my arm look massive, so that's cool.
yeah, exactly. I just got an inch on my bicep because of swelling and wrap. He's over there flexing with it and shit. And he's like, "Yeah, man, my sleeves don't fit anymore. Cut them off." But he did text us today and said he had his All American Roughneck flannel on, so we had to take a moment of silence for a flannel that went down. But I also told him, I said, that's the flannel that saved your life. Any other shitty flannel probably would have let his arm get cut off.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, thank God you had AAR. I mean, just
yeah,
saved your life. They build
yeah,
it. They build it for that kind of shit.
yeah, saved his arm, man.
Flame retardant.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like
Chainsaw retardant too.
it's like those Nokia phones back in the day. That's what these are now.
Oh man, dude, those Nokia phones were the shit, weren't they?
Yeah, actually, I use one of those old flip phone Samsungs at work.
Yeah,
Indestructible has Snake on it.
yeah, that's awesome, dude. I used to be king at Snake. Now, if I played Snake, I'd probably suck.
Yeah, yeah. What's the
So,
other one you were? What's the
oh,
other
we
one?
didn't go, we
Parachute.
didn't go over the GQ.
Oh yeah, there we go.
We didn't go over the GQ. So I'll tell you this: Billy did tell us that he was trying to go out for GQ there for a little while too. So, and then if you look at all his, so it kind of came from him. He thinks maybe we just gave it to him, but he's kind of given us all this information. We actually been calling him Poppy GQ. So, because he had somebody that messaged him and was like trying to hit him up. You know what I mean? So it was a dude trying to hit him up. So we've been calling him Poppy GQ. You know, so and then he's got the line in his head from the front to his back, and it's a thick one, all his fancy photos he's got because his buddy takes them for him. So we were just giving him a hard time. But Billy's a good dude, man. I like Billy. But that's a little backstory on the GQ. He doesn't. He may have forgot that he actually gave us that nickname for himself. So.
Oh, all right. Well, there you go, Billy.
That's your answer.
Your new nickname. I'm gonna blast it on social media too. Watch. Actually, it's probably gonna be blasted after they watch this. They're gonna be calling him GQ.
Yeah. Yep, for sure. We've been hashtagging him GQ anyway, so we're open. It's eventually going to catch on. And then Aquatic King's coming soon. So.
Yeah. No, that's another one.
Yeah. We'll see Cody start putting Aquatic King on his hashtag.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, we'll see.
And then we got Steve dubbed as the Gift King because he's always coming back with the gifts with the quickness. So.
Oh yeah. And what's John's going to be?
Man, I'm telling you, he's Mr. Elite is what John is.
Mr. Elite. And Tony Davis is going to be the Chainsaw. Chainsaw King, but he lost that one.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to wait on that one. It's probably a little too soon for the Chainsaw King.
Yeah. Sorry, Tony. Love you, Tony.
Yeah, we do. He loves the fuckery too.
Yeah.
So.
Fucking Tony.
Fucking Tony.
So, all right, Drew. Well, it's been about an hour now. What do you want to say anything to anybody that's watching this? Like I said, I mean, I try to motivate touch somebody. I don't care if I get a lot of likes or views or subscribers, whatever, as long as I hit that one person that matters. And he says, you know what? That one changed my life, or that one motivated me to do better in my life, whatever. That's what matters. So is there anything you want to say to that one person that's going to watch this, that's actually going to hear your story and it's going to motivate the fuck out of them?
Yeah, man. So I'm not a guy that's ever thought about competing. I'm not going to compete. So it's just not for me, man. It's great that other people do it, and I love it. And I think what I would tell a lot of people, and really 90% of people that do work out at the gym are not going to go and compete. You know what I mean? They just don't have the wheelhouse for it, or they don't want it. You know what I mean? A lot of people are just going to the gym to try to get fit. And I think that's a good goal, and people overcomplicate it, man. We turn it into everybody's got a fad, and we got to do it this way and that way, and we got to count our calories and macros down to the ones and twos. If you were competing, I could see that. Let's break it down to every single minute macro, and but I mean, a lot of, like I said, 90% of us are not competing, so try to get your diet plan straight. Keep it simple. Don't overcomplicate it, because if you keep it simple, you can stick to it. If you overcomplicate it, you're going to get overwhelmed, and you're going to say, man, I don't want to do this, because you get tired of breaking the scale out to, and then get tired of going in your fit growth. Kind of get an idea of what you got to eat and go from there, man, and give it time too. A lot of people think that it's going to happen overnight. I've been working out a long time, man, and I'm nowhere near where I want to be. So, that's, I think, people think in a month they're going to be where they want to be at. And really, like any of us, nobody's going to be where they want to be. They're going to keep either going, or, you take a couple steps back sometimes. Like this quarantine's kind of got people step back a little bit, because I know I'm not hitting it as far as so that's my thing, man. I think a lot of people overcomplicate it. I want them to keep it simple, at least until you kind of get the handle of it. And then if you want to get completely strict with it and say, look, this is what I'm going to do. Because even if you look at the bodybuilders, they do like 18-week prep, 12-week prep, you know what I mean? And then they count it down to the minute little things, but you can do it, and you don't have to do it that strict, like don't kill yourself and make yourself unhappy trying to obtain this fit life that you you want to be shredded all the time. To put on weight, you're gonna have to eat some food. You're not gonna be shredded, and then you got to cut it back. So I just think that we overcomplicate a lot of the things, man. And the internet is real good for that, and it helps us out to complicate it even more because you got some guy over here that's doing something different than the guy that's over here shredded, and I think it confuses us and gets us going down the wrong path. I think it's kind of a simple science, man. You got to burn more than you eat to lose the weight. You know what I mean? Like, granted, I think macros are important, and I think your protein and everything is important. But do I think that you got to go out and count broccoli, one piece of broccoli, and say, man, I better put that in my Fitness Pal, or it's going to mess me up for my macros for the day. You know what I mean? So that would be the one thing that I would try to motivate some people with is don't try to overcomplicate it. If you're doing well, say, you want to be super strict. Like I had a guy I was helping for a while. He was super strict for a month. And he's like, man, I'm really craving this. I'm like, dude, go take a cheat meal. Like you're going to be okay. Like it's not going to take you back and add 15 pounds back on you, the 15 pounds that you lost in this month. So like you're stressing yourself out and you're like wanting this cheat meal so bad. Just go have it, man. It's not gonna take you that far back. Now, granted, don't have like a whole cheat weekend. Don't start Friday and eat shit till Monday, obviously. But you reward yourself for being good to yourself, man. You know what I mean? So, and try not to overcomplicate this stuff because it's really not that. It's not that complicated. So.
Yeah, it's all about picking that goal and just work your ass off. Not overcomplicated.
Right, 100%.
Just gotta work. Yeah, just gotta put the work in. That's like I think people's biggest fucking downfall is they're like, oh, if I do these meals and if I fucking do exactly what this person's fucking doing, then it's gonna be easy for me. But it's not. You just fucking have to find out you got to find out what's good for your body and how your body's gonna respond to it. And
right.
you're gonna have to change it fucking thousands of times until you get it right. Just like the workouts, you're gonna pick a couple workouts, and then guess what? Your body's not gonna fucking adjust to those very well. So you're gonna have to change it up a little bit until your body starts adjusting and starting to grow. And we've all been there. Everybody that's been working out for more than a month, you guys know that. I mean, it takes time and it takes reading your body, and I mean, it's not fucking miracle work. It's just a lot of work.
No.
So
yeah, I wish it was.
I know.
I need that special pill.
That fucking
and like you said, the hard work, you're definitely not going to. What's that?
I said the Captain America is just getting that fucking tube and turning into a big guy.
Yeah, no shit. So, yeah, like you said too, though, man, obviously work your ass off. Go to the gym and exhaust the shit out of yourself. Don't just go in there and go by the motions and sit on the bench and take selfies like I do.
Don't we all, though? The social media demo crew, Texas Sledge page.
I'm actually, I try not to.
But all right, Drew. So I appreciate you coming on. Thank you for taking the time. Yeah, it was good times for sure. Maybe we can do this again. I actually have stuff planned for you guys in the future, near future, and it's gonna be fun.
Sweet.
So
I'm in.
Yeah, but Drew, it was a good time. For everybody that's listening, go ahead and subscribe, and share the shit out of this podcast. Get Drew's story out there, get Dean's story out there, and if you want to go on Spotify and get those stories out there as well, Tony Davis is on there, John Wilson, Cody Defoe. We got a couple good people on there, and they have some good stories. And anyways, like I said, like and share the shit out of this podcast, and subscribe. And I want to, like I said, this podcast is to get people's story out there and hopefully motivate somebody. I want to just at least get that one person per podcast. I don't care if I have 1 million viewers or whatever, as long as I get that one person. That's what matters. Change life. Definitely. So anyways, Drew, I appreciate it. I do. I was glad to, really good talk. Got to know you. You're a good dude. And keep
Anytime, bro.
fucking shit up. Keep being that family guy. Yeah, I love seeing that. It motivates me.
Yeah. We're definitely all gas, no brakes over here.
But all right, brother.
All right, bro.